are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony show. Anthony, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well, Brian. Good morning on this early show today. Absolutely love to see it. The sun is rising, Brian. So are we.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the thing is, too, which was nice is, you know, like sometimes like last night, for instance, probably went to bed just about midnight, give or take.
Nice.
Alarm set for 6. And typically that's you wake up, you're groggy. Right. Snapped up. Like I
love to hear that.
Wait, does that mean REM, Tony? Are we talking REM?
I think we're talking REM, Brian.
Isn't it kind of crazy how that works? Like I feel like Michael would be behind the science about that. You know?
No, absolutely. He's out there somewhere. He's in REM.
Are you hungry, buddy?
I would say I'm pretty hungry right now. Yeah, definitely.
And if you could have anything, like I know we were talking breakfast sandwich, but I feel like let's put the sweet stuff on the table. Would you opt for that, or you're sticking with a bacon, egg, and
if
cheese?
I had to choose between one or the other,
yeah,
I'm sticking with the bacon, egg, and cheese. Actually, I have some leftover holiday ham in my fridge. I would fry up the ham.
Interesting. Now a honey ham or
maple and brown sugar glazed ham, dude.
Wow,
so good.
Yeah, no, I feel like ham is underrated, and it's just a thing. I think it's like muscle memory, what we're used to. But you notice, like, you go out with some people, they're getting breakfast sandwiches. No one gets a ham, egg, and cheese.
No one. Sometimes, honestly, what I'm pretty impressed about though is Michael get turkey, egg, and cheese.
Wow,
and that's definitely underrated too.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't know if I could. I don't like turkey. I don't know.
You don't like deli turkey? Any turkey? Thanksgiving turkey? Not
really. No, because you know what it is. It's like the sides make it for me. You know what I mean? Give me the mashed potatoes. Give me the squash. You know.
I guess
you're not a squash guy.
I mean, squash is all right, I guess, dude. You know what I enjoy doing? Because I have leftover mashed potatoes too. You fry those up in a pan, nice and thin layer, make a little hash brown action for breakfast.
Hash browns, honestly,
dude,
so good. We
got a couple comments, by the way. Michael wants to know why so early. Why don't you tell me what you're doing today, Brian?
Yeah, we did text about this, but just so the other listeners, you know, are aware. Going to the Syracuse, Minnesota game at Yankee Stadium. So kind of interesting. My first time going to the stadium when there's no Yankee game going on. It'll just be interesting to be there and have that configuration, you know, for a football game. I mean, it's just a completely different
rooting
feel.
for?
So I would say you got to go Syracuse. Growing up, like, it was the Boeheim days, you know, the Carmelo Anthony, which we know Michael was riled about. So Syracuse, you know, I've always kind of liked. And I do believe, Tony, if I'm not mistaken, there's another comment on there.
There is. It's from Donna Barnaby. It says, "Good morning, guys. Watching in my recliner, you're making me hungry, dude."
Good morning, Mom. Always appreciate you tuning in. Glad
you're
enjoying the show from the comforts of the recliner.
Is your mom a big sausage, egg, and cheese fan?
No. I would say more of like a veggie omelet.
Really?
If I had to say, yeah.
See, it's so crazy. I feel like my parents really aren't that big on breakfast. My mom is every so often, you know, but my dad, I mean, talk about sweets. He likes to have, you know, donut and coffee in the morning, some pastries, you know.
But so that is his breakfast, though, you're saying?
Basically. But is that really like a breakfast? Come on, dude.
It's kind of nice.
Oh, no, it's very nice.
And
Michael says, Brian itching that bad he had to go to a football game to step foot back in the stadium.
You know, I mean, the experience is going to be cool, but obviously, I mean, everybody who's watching this show, you know, on the regular, you know, it's just There's nothing like baseball. Me and Tony. I mean, was it yesterday or the day before where we were 45 minutes on baseball?
I think that was yesterday, dude. Sean Murphy, dude.
You know what? You're not getting that anywhere else this time of year.
You're really not, dude. Is Yankee Stadium going to be like full everything's
concession?
open? Yeah. What's the deal?
I don't know.
All
Okay,
right.
all
Now
right.
we're back, dude.
Sorry about that,
Wow.
guys. Sorry about that, guys. Couple more comments here.
Internet issues. Yeah. The healthy breakfast. Always a fan of that. Sometimes I do. I don't know. Sometimes I think the veggie omelet is just like too much.
What do you mean too much?
Like I don't know, dude. I mean, peppers and onions, I suppose I can handle,
Mhm.
but then they throw like tomatoes, mushrooms in there sometimes too. I'm just like, I don't want all that.
I'm
too much,
you
dude.
know
I
we
can't-
talk
I can't
even
do
you with the toppings and me with the toppings. We're
Throw in
polar
the kitchen
opposite.
sink, dude.
Yeah, I really do want the kitchen sink. Honestly, for toppings. Like,
no,
well, a veggie pizza. You're not telling me the more the merrier.
A veggie pizza?
Yeah. Or why are you getting a veggie pizza?
Why are you getting a veggie pizza, dude?
You don't think onions are really good on a pizza though?
Onions are really good on
Yeah.
pizza, but accompanied by peppers, accompanied by sausage, and that is it.
It is funny, though. I have to say, I feel like over the years, it was always like, oh, bacon pizza is so good, sausage pizza is so good. But I feel like I'll still have it, but I'm kind of like bacon sausaged out.
Really?
Like I don't know. It just
Yeah.
feels very like heavy to me, and
Mhm.
like when you're having a pizza, the cheese, the crust, it's very heavy to begin with. And then people are like, yeah, let's get a meat lover's pie. Like, I don't
that's
know.
too much.
I don't
too.
know, but I would honestly rather have onion and hot oil.
How about just plain?
You with the plain. I
Nothing
have
like
to
just
say,
regular cheese pizza, dude.
interesting too, because there's a few pizza places around here I like, but I have to say, Jenny's Pizza, just for a cheese pizza, outstanding.
Where is Jenny's?
It's in Monroe.
Really?
Have you ever stepped foot in Monroe?
Foot? No, I'm sure I've driven through Monroe.
I was trying to think where. I feel like we had a very good cheese pizza. Where was that? Oh, you know what? I was actually thinking of something else. Have you had Roseland Pizza in Derby?
No.
I feel like Michael has.
Yeah, Michael.
Connecticut veteran.
Wow.
You haven't been around these parts.
Is it a veteran place?
It is, because it's in
Derby.
a house, Tony. It's in a house.
Really?
Yeah, an old house. Very renowned, very small footprint. Known for their broccoli rabe sausage pizza. My mother says Carmen Nucci's in Newtown, another very good one. She likes getting the veggie pie from there as well. Too many toppings for Tony, but I'm telling you,
Can't do the veggie
it
pie.
is a good pizza. And I have to say, probably better than Pepe's, at least the one in Fairfield.
Oh, yeah?
And I think last time, honestly, that would have been a lot better if I just said probably well done, because like the ingredients were good. It just the crust wasn't crisp enough.
Do you have you had Sally's in Fairfield yet?
No, have you?
No.
That seems like where's DTV now? Like it seems like that opening day, Michael with the T-shirt. No.
Yeah, opening day. What we were doing something on opening day, but we do have to make a trip over there, I think. It's just, honestly, I passed by a lot. It doesn't seem too crowded, honestly. So maybe it might be easy to get a pie there.
And I'm just scarred from the Stanford experience. And it's such a shame because New Haven, renowned. Everybody kind of low key too, because obviously when you think of all the New Haven pizza places, the first place comes to mind is Pepe's, and I would say Modern probably second. So Sally's was always kind of lurking, in the background, but known. Oh no, that's a really good pie. and then they just mess it up with the automatic ordering system. You know,
So weird, dude.
um,
Have you been back to Stanford
No.
since? No.
none of my friends want to go. I'm not gonna go myself.
Wow, dude.
I would give it another try, honestly. But I mean, it was a pretty terrible experience because I just feel like you're there, decent crowd. I mean, you probably would go through a couple of pitchers waiting for your pizza. Like it's like that. Like it takes that long to cook.
Doesn't sound like a bad time though.
Yeah, but Tony, when you're hungry, buddy, I don't think you want to wait an hour plus.
No, dude.
But nothing like a good pie, honestly.
I know.
Like
we'll have to double check the wait times over there in Fairfield. I think. You know.
What about? Can we get a check on the kiosks?
Check on the kiosks?
I guarantee you can't call to order a pie.
Really?
I mean, that is ridiculous. I know that's one thing my mom wouldn't like, you know, that you can't just
Yeah.
call them, just order the pizza.
It is kind of ridiculous. But honestly, I think passing by, I mean, it seems like people are working in there. So maybe they just have a regular counter, person at the counter, maybe?
No, but see, that's
Definitely
no, but that's the
Definitely
best part,
kiosks,
Tony.
dude.
They have a normal staff, and it's like it's just like I feel like we're like in preschool or something. You go up to the kiosk, you tell the person that's like a waiter there or whatever what your order is, but they have to enter it. You pay right there in advance. But what's the point of the kiosk? Isn't that the same thing as having them take your order? What a concept! What a concept, Tony.
Yeah, I guess so, dude.
Because don't you think we've reached a point in life where we try to simplify things, but we actually make them more difficult, but we think we're simplifying?
No, yeah, I think you're totally right. And this is pizza here. It's pretty simple. Okay.
Yeah. Like there's no kiosks out on Staten Island, right?
Oh no, dude, stop it.
Even what about just like no place, like only online orders, like nothing like that?
No.
Wow. It's a good thing.
I very much enjoy it.
But I have to say, there are certain times where I do enjoy the online order when it's direct. You know, not the Uber Eats will charge you an extra 30 on the way out.
Dude, Uber Eats is so shot.
But because
it really
of that,
is, dude.
is that what you're?
Because of the wait time too. It's like, oh, it'll take 35 to 40 minutes, and all of a sudden you look at it and it's just going up and up. Every second you're looking at it, your watch, it goes 50 minutes, an hour, and then the charges, dude, the fees. Scam. When
we were in Arizona, one time it took like an extra hour. They brought it out on a bike, like like I mean, are you kidding?
Oh my god, dude, it's so pathetic. Uber Eats.
No, but in a pinch, it's nice. The late night, nothing else is like you can't get delivery anywhere else. You want to drive somewhere. I mean,
yeah, I'll bite the bullet and drive.
Really?
Yeah, especially on Barnum Avenue. There's a lot of late night places you can go to around there.
Give me something that's like above a 3.5 on Google that's open late night.
Dairy Queen?
Well, I mean, it's only Dairy Queen, of course. I mean,
yeah,
that's probably the best thing on Barnum Ave.
Man, I wish if Gaetano's was open to like 10, 11, that'd be fire.
No, and I've been saying this religiously, and I think back in the day there was one there. How does Stanford not have a Duchess that's open like 24 hours?
Do they not?
No, they don't. The closest one is Darien. It closes at like 10.
Oh, no.
And it's just like, are you kidding? though? Think about all the people going out and like a Dutchess late night. Everybody's flocking to Mickey's. No one would even step foot in there.
McDonald's is pretty piss poor too compared to Duchess.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even under consideration for me. Not even under consideration. I mean, you want to say Wendy's, which I don't even really ever get. The Frosties are good.
I like Wendy's. I haven't had. I don't even know where fucking Wendy's is around here, dude.
Yeah, that's like Stratford. Actually, it's not that far from you. It's right around the street, right down the street from the office, actually. But basically, exit 32.
Yeah.
And heading towards like where you're gonna take a left on Main Street.
Yeah.
And then go down. You take a right towards the Lordship. It's right down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like you make a right going towards like Pickle Barrel.
Yeah.
You're saying
you like basically you're exactly. Yeah. You're going past Pickle Barrel. Have you? I feel like have you been to like Lordship, like going to like Little Pub or something?
No, never been there.
Interesting though, because it almost feels like it's not Stratford, but it is Stratford.
Right. I also really enjoy Little Pub.
You would like that one by the water.
Yeah,
have
dude.
a little seafood
right,
flavor to it. You're not a big seafood guy.
Whatever they got, they're gonna have like a seafood flavor to it. No, I do enjoy seafood.
Favorite seafood? Go. Don't look it up.
Like fish, halibut.
No, but it doesn't have to be like that unless that is your favorite. But I'm saying it could be shellfish, anything like that.
Oh man, I mean, I really do enjoy shrimp too. Shrimp is probably my favorite, where I can have it any way, basically.
How do you beat the hibachi shrimp
Oh, you really don't.
from Sakara? Of
Oh,
course,
dude. During the holidays, my mom made shrimp cocktail.
Mhm.
Must have had like fucking 20 of them, dude. The way she like, obviously, you know, you boil them in the water, but she puts like lemon and garlic and salt and pepper in the water, so
Mhm.
it comes out like all so tasty and good.
You know what was really
Oh.
good when I was over Sam's for not Thanksgiving, but Christmas. They made lemon shrimp. I hear you with the
Ooh.
flavors. Probably don't like it, but I swear to God, so good. Some
I
garlic.
like lemon shrimp. It's simple.
What is your the flavor? Garlic and lemon. Oh, you can't do that.
Come on, dude.
No, but it was so good.
Oh.
So good. And I feel like put some angel hair under that.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Oh.
You know? But yeah, I feel like shrimp really, it's funny. Shrimp, like especially like if you're gonna have it in a pasta, even with hibachi, I feel like shrimp is better than lobster.
Yeah, I think so too.
But there are certain ways, like if you combine it with other things, that lobster is really good.
Yeah.
But like not from hibachi, which is I don't know. I was very disappointed. I don't know if you've gotten it there before.
Never, but I would imagine like, I mean, lobster has to be, in order to be good, it has to be like an expensive, like good lobster. You know?
Oh,
like, I feel
yeah.
Like they like Sakura doesn't probably get like
No.
top-notch lobster.
Whoa.
Come on, dude.
There's one thing that Sakura, well, there's many things, but one thing that's at the top of the list for Sakura, quality, Tony.
Of their
Okay.
lobster, though.
Of anything.
Oh.
Yes,
You
you know that
just-
from going. No, this is you. Oh no, the chicken was a little chewy. How about don't get chicken hibachi, Tony?
Okay, so it's not quality, dude. It's not quality, dude. Yeah, exactly. Okay, case in point.
No,
chicken.
but also chicken like falls under the category of the sausage and bacon. So overplayed.
No, dude.
Like, certain
come on.
chicken is good, but I don't know. I've reached a point where very particular about my chicken.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, you know what I miss doing? Like having a house, and we, you know, have a barbecue out back. You just grill chicken. Takes like 5 minutes, maybe.
You know,
Slap 'em on the grill. You marinate a little bit, maybe a little spicy. Dude,
it-
grilled chicken.
It has to be a 10 out of 10 marinade. Other than that, I can't even tolerate it.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
just
Well, what are you doing?
so
It's not a 10 out of 10
chickened out. I mean,
marinade.
what's the best marinade?
Good question. Saucy Susan.
What's that?
Saucy Susan.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah, what is it?
I guess you could compare it to almost like duck sauce,
Mhm.
right? But almost like a little, I guess like not as sweet as duck sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I do like duck sauce.
Love duck sauce.
We do have another comment, by the way.
Donna says you guys would be good on the Food
I
Network.
mean, you know, we
dude.
have had some offers. You know,
Right.
they could talk to our agents. You know, we'll
We
talk.
could,
about
we
it.
could be some judges on Chopped. You know, I would
Oh,
definitely do that. That'd
yeah.
be sick.
But yeah, nothing like a good marinade. That's for sure.
Are you hungry, Brian?
Oh, starving. But like we said,
Oh.
country cow after most likely.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see what happens.
What did you do for dinner last night?
Dinner last night actually was we made it again because I was over Sam's.
Oh,
the lemon shrimp.
Nice.
But
That's good.
it was with tacos though. Like, and it's funny too. I'm just kind of interested. I feel like I'm in the minority on this one. I don't like I just had the shrimp. They had like a regular taco meat. I don't like taco meat.
Like ground beef?
No, I don't like it.
Really?
No,
Flavor?
no.
Can't do it.
I don't know.
That's a
Kind
shame.
of burgered out too, by the way.
Are you gonna eat anything anymore? Burgered out.
Everything can't be petty vodka, Tony.
Oh my god, dude.
No, and I have to say, like, continue with the theme. I feel like I've reached a point where I like eggplant parm better than chicken parm.
That's so outrageous.
Because chicken, you know, sometimes you got to be good with your chicken, you know.
Sometimes eggplant though is kind of hairy when they cut that shit like too thick and it's like weird and kind of not
Well,
soft enough.
I only get it from Remos, so they're doing everything.
Oh, they do it well?
T.
I'll have to try the eggplant over there at Rivos.
Yeah, definitely with vodka sauce too. Whoa! Why are you doing that? I feel like you strike me as a person. No, there's no vodka sauce with parm. Are you kidding?
I mean, that's supposed to be, but I'll still have it, dude.
I can't believe you wouldn't prefer it. I like marinara. What do you mean?
Yeah, dude, that's supposed to be.
But just from a sauce perspective, you don't like vodka sauce better? Like if we're talking just pasta with sauce.
Honestly, probably not. I prefer red sauce. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know, the vodka sauce.
Vodka sauce, talk about being overdone, dude.
What do you mean overdone? What do you whoa. What are we talking about here?
What do you mean?
What do you mean overdone?
You go to any party who's catering food, there's a tray of penne and vodka sauce, dude.
But I'm saying what you're saying, you've had it too many times. How could you have penny vodka too many times?
Because I've had it too many times, dude.
You know what? It's really good on pizza too. Oh, whoa. No, because I'm trying to. Have you ever heard of Cole House Pizza in Stanford?
No.
That's one of their on the sandwiches and the pizza.
Really?
Yeah. Vodka
That's
sauce.
interesting. I guess there's a lot of pizza joints I gotta try.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I really don't stray out of the Fairfield area very often.
Yeah, no, and maybe you could put some onions on the pizza, maybe if you're lucky.
Oh my god! Sometimes it's too sweet, the onions.
Oh boy,
I don't really want that.
Michael is chuckling.
Stop it, dude.
But let's go now to the world of the National Football League.
Oh man,
6 for 101, 2 touchdowns. To Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. How about that throw? Sam Darnold blasted. Oh my goodness, did he take a hit? In trouble once, brings him down. Lost one for Odell Beckham Jr. Got it down, touchdown.
All right, Tony. So we do have the beginning of week 17 tonight. Matchup between the Cowboys and the Titans. But before we get there, just some housekeeping notes around the world of the National Football League. Biggest story yesterday, Derek Carr benched Jared Stidham in. So we had, spent a lot of time talking about, who deserves the lion's share of the blame for the struggles of the Las Vegas Raiders. A lot of hype going into the season, of course, trading a lot for Devontae Adams, bringing in Chandler Jones, just to name a few things here. So they go with Stidham, who's very much struggled in his career, spent most of it on the Patriots before coming over to the Raiders. Played his college ball at Auburn, was decent in college. And Carr leading the league in interceptions, completion percentage down 8%. But a lot of people are kind of, putting McDaniels at fault for some of his failures here. What are your thoughts about the Raiders at 6-9, playoff hopes hanging on by a thread, benching Derek Carr?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm not obviously a fan of Derek Carr. I think he's kind of washed, but this backup, I mean, is that really like putting your best foot forward?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe there was actually, no. I guess they did trade their draft pick. I don't think they traded their first rounder this year. So maybe it is like, oh, well, Stidham. I mean, we're not going to win the last two, so at least we'll get a lower draft pick.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what they're going for. They're not. They're. Going,
there's no.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't make the playoffs. I mean, the Jets will definitely make the playoffs before the Raiders do.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Then why not? Do you think they're going to try to move on from Carr?
Yeah. So basically, they did sign an extension before the season, 3 years. However, out clause in the contract, as long as there's not an injury, it's only going to cost them $5 million to get out of it.
Wow.
You would imagine they're going to move in a different direction. Some whispers about Tommy coming to Sin City. What do you think about that?
I guess that's cool.
Would it work?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you would say, Adams if they bring back Jacobs, but they're probably not going to bring back Jacobs. Do you think with the thought of Brady there, maybe Jacobs stays or no? Because he's pretty tight. I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff he said.
Brady or Jacobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having a career year, saying it's the same old story every year. Once you're saying that, I mean, you're out. Foot is out the door. But, sometimes Brady being there, might change people's minds.
Yeah, I could see that, I guess. But I don't know, man.
Who do you think would work better there, Brady or Rodgers?
Jeez.
Rodgers to Adams.
Yeah. Rodgers is going to show up?
I mean, with Adams, no?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, maybe riled, pissed off from this past year, Rodgers.
Because,
yeah.
I mean, he can't take all the blame, but he has to deserve some. But I don't know. Do you think if Rodgers' ideal situation, he still could be MVP level? Or, I mean, what do you think? I mean, he was that last season.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think if he comes in to wherever he's at, if he comes into the full training camp, ready to go, mind right, not foot halfway through the door of retirement, halfway through the door of still playing. I just feel like, he kicked off his season to a horrific start. Obviously, the Packers team doesn't really do much for him either. So I think given the right circumstance and if he's 100% committed, then yeah, I can see that.
Anyway, he goes back to Green Bay next year.
I mean, possibly. I feel like in the past, when it was always a question, he was always like, "Oh, I'll stay if you get this guy, this guy, and this guy," and they end up doing that. So maybe.
But
right?
it almost seems like they want him gone more than he's wanted to be out.
You think so?
Well, because Jordan Love,
Mhm.
came in, looked pretty good after struggling.
Right.
A lot of reports, complete disaster, trading up for him in the draft a couple years ago. But now, the prospect of a young quarterback, the way this season has gone. I mean, maybe there's some safe face if they win these last two to get in.
Wow.
Maybe win a playoff game, but I think maybe they'd be the 7 or no, maybe they would even be like actually, that is a good question where they would fall in the seeds, because the 2 would play the 7. So I'm just trying to think. Let me just take a look at the playoff picture, because I was thinking like, imagine if it would be hilarious if they got matched up with the Niners.
6, 7. So they could fall, I guess.
Could they get up? They could get up
To the
to the
7th?
6th. They could get up to the
To
6th, but the
6th.
Giants would have to lose out, so they're going to be the 7th.
Yeah.
So they're going to play Minnesota.
Yeah.
Unless somehow Minnesota loses out San Francisco. But that actually plays to their advantage. I think they would beat Minnesota.
Yeah, I think so too.
But then they would have to play the Niners in the divisional round and probably get smacked.
Yeah.
So I mean, these last 2 weeks, I mean, there's a lot on the line. How tight do you think the NFL is that this matchup tonight, might have been appealing, but no Tannehill, Henry's doubtful, couple starters out on defense for Tennessee. I mean, I know we've seen crazier, but have we? I don't know.
Dude, it's a surefire win for Dallas.
If somebody was going to blow it, though, would it be Dallas?
If this was like the first round of the playoffs, yeah, but I feel like right now, I don't think they are.
Interesting.
I mean, even if Dak throws 2 interceptions, I think that they'll still score enough to be able to.
But game in Nashville, we saw them lose to Jacksonville. But Malik Willis,
but Jacksonville's good.
Malik Willis is the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, they should just run the option.
Honestly. What's the deal with Henry? Sore? Ankle? Knee?
I was just looking this up. We'll go back to it. But do you feel bad for Al Michaels? I mean, he's nearing the end. I just feel like every week he's getting these terrible matchups.
I mean,
any sympathy, Tony?
He still does his job well, I suppose. And honestly, no. I mean, why'd you go to Amazon in the first place, dude?
Well, but see, Tony, I don't know about your tone on this one.
No,
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Hear my tone right now.
No, but I'm saying because you're making it seem like, Michaels, was just chasing the money, this and that. First of all, we don't know for certain, but kind of seems like NBC not like
pushed him out.
Yeah, just because 2016 Mike Tirico comes over from ESPN and thought he's the successor. They didn't think Michaels was going to be this good for this long. He is. Michaels even said himself that he didn't want to block Tirico. So I think he almost did it as a gesture. I was a good guy. I mean, come on. I know the DUI with the wine and all that, the U-turn, but come on. No, in all seriousness, though, great legends. I'm
not doubting, his character. I'm just saying, though, like I think going to Amazon in general was probably a mistake. You tell me ESPN would have picked him up or Fox.
Well,
or
ESPN
CBS,
with Buck and Aikman. They weren't going to pick him up.
Dude, they'll give him his Michaels cast, okay? They'll give him his own cast.
It's a hip injury for Henry, by the way.
Really?
You know what was funny? I don't know if we could find the audio, but if you do have a chance to look it up, it was hilarious. So they did a post-game interview on Monday Night Football between SVP, Buck, and Aikman from this past week. And like there was like call outs and like yes. Yeah. We're not gonna get copyrighted for this, are we?
I don't know. I mean, do you know how what specifically do you want to hear here? Oh my gosh, because this is
no. I guess it was towards the end, so maybe go to like the last 30 seconds.
Offended by any of it?
Oh, this is this dude talking about it. Sick, dude. Share their excitement. Monday Night Football, May 12th.
No, go to SI maybe.
Oh,
at the top.
Awkward moment. Oh, there we go. Loading.
No,
the
no, no, no. Go down,
ads,
go down, go down, go
dude.
down. There's no video? We go up a little bit.
Come on, dude. Oh, here we go.
No.
This is it?
Yeah, actually, that should be it.
That's it. I get one question. That's all.
Yeah, I just
That's all I get.
Oh, wow. The
I
Wi-Fi
know that I
thing,
wanted to
huh?
talk to Troy more than you.
I know, but I have to awkwardly stand here while he answers
All right,
questions.
you want me to block him
Yeah.
out here? Ask me another
Yeah.
one. Come on.
Yeah, but
We'll
it
get
was
him out of the-
warmer tonight. It was warmer tonight, wasn't it? Huh? Warmer?
It sure was. Yep,
There you go.
inside. Inside. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. That was
you
my
go.
second
There's two.
question. Yes.
Did you have a good
it was
Christmas,
warmer
Joe?
inside.
Was it a nice Christmas?
I had a good Christmas. Yeah, little boys had a nice Christmas. I appreciate it. One got a drum set, one got a guitar. That's why I'm happy I'm in Indianapolis tonight.
Yeah, but you got that private jet money, buddy. You'll get home by 11. 11 local.
Yeah, but don't tell Michelle that. I'm gonna milk this for another couple
right.
days.
All right.
That's exactly right.
This is
yeah.
really getting
was his
awkward,
little
and I'm
secret.
gonna segue out of it. Boys, Happy New
It's
Year.
your show. It's your
Hey,
show.
buddy.
Yeah, it
Thought
is.
you wanted ratings.
What Buck's a weirdo. We know that.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Like, is that all shtick or
I don't know, man.
he's always joking about like his wife, though. I don't know if you saw that. He was on the Manning cast last year. Did you see that or no?
No.
And he
Buck-
was basically saying like without saying it directly, he was saying it was inevitable that his wife is gonna want to leave him at some point, and that he was like hiding out in Cabo.
Oh my god, dude. Isn't his wife like a cheerleader, former cheerleader?
Could be. I know this is number 2.
Yeah. Maybe the first one was the cheerleader.
But like, what if you had to guess there? I mean, what is that? Like, was he actually somewhat tight, like about not being interviewed that much on this?
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I mean, it seems like I feel like Buck is the type of person who thinks very highly of himself. So maybe, he's like, oh, why aren't you asking me questions? It's all for Aikman. Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, well, and I was thinking about it too. It kind of is ESPN's fault by the way that's formatted.
It was a poorly produced segment, I would say.
Because all you have to do to wrap up a game, you don't bring in SVP. You just have
Right.
Buck ask Aikman questions.
Yeah, exactly. Why is Scott Van Pelt even?
Van Pelt, highly of himself, rating.
You think so?
A private jet.
Oh, dude.
But honestly, any animosity had to say.
Yes,
Really?
I think so.
Like a 1 to 10.
7.
Interesting. You
Right.
think that, I mean, I guess there's only one more Monday Night Football game, but you think like this week, Bengals, Bills, are they going to do this again? Almost to see what will happen.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll see it again, bro.
5.5 last night.
I think 5.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
So kind of the opposite of what I was talking about. The REM.
Yeah,
Michael
no
with
rem.
the REM.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, Tony, I had to show you that. But yeah, I mean, Henry doubtful, but we know doubtful means not playing. Even though there was that time Brett Favre was out, then he ended up playing last year with the Vikings. But anyway, so this line here set at 12. So obviously, they're expecting a blowout. We know about the struggles of Willis. You would think Dallas would just run the ball down their throat. I mean, is this one of the more lopsided results we're going to see this season?
Excuse me. Yeah, I think so. I mean, honestly, I would give Dallas like a 50 burger here at this point. I think they're off. I think they're just going to be firing on all cylinders. It's going to be Tennessee just rolling over. Tennessee scores maybe 20 points here, honestly.
What's the path forward for Tennessee? Or actually, let me just take that a step further.
Oh, wow.
Henry. Oh, also, I feel like this could be potentially a phantom injury. I was just thinking about this. So you probably heard about this, but Jacksonville and Tennessee, it doesn't matter what they do this week. They're playing next week, and the winner wins the division. Because of tiebreakers.
Oh, no. Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So you think
Yeah.
he's fine.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Tannehill trying to make it back. Let's assume Tannehill back, Henry back, Jacksonville next week. What are you thinking? I mean, I know they've been hot, Jacksonville, but big spot, young team.
Jeez. I mean, what is Tennessee's lost like, 6 in a row?
Yeah. 5 in a row.
5 in a row. I just can't see them beating Jacksonville. I understand. And it's not even just because Jacksonville's hot. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is starting to look like a quarterback who is going to be deserving of having some significant postseason runs. Ryan Tannehill is not that quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I'm just seeing too, I mean, the only thing that would give you some type of confidence in them would be a home game, but I have a feeling, let's see, this one is in Jacksonville. Yep.
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 It's all over, dude.
Sayonara. So let's hear it though. The final number for tonight. Final score.
Dallas 52 to Tennessee's 20.
Well. All right. So we're gonna have the same pick on the spread there. Yeah, don't say how this is close. But what are we thinking for the total here? So the number, if you just give me 1 second here, I'm gonna guess it's 42. 39.5. Wow.
Oh,
Lower than you thought.
yeah. I was gonna. Yeah. I guess so.
Or you were gonna say 40.
I say 41. Honestly,
Close.
Yeah.
Close. So I'm gonna say over. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely over, dude. I mean, I just said it. I think Dallas will put it over themselves.
So
I
no,
thought he was full of shit.
no blood on this one, but we'll document it anyway.
The water jugs are full,
You know,
Tony.
obviously, we'll have some more picks coming up.
Quick, gotta go.
Come on, Tony.
What? I'm not the one.
No, I feel like you. No. Sometimes I feel like those are played to like silence me in the middle of some dialogue.
Stop it, dude.
Anyway, I hope there's some type of competitiveness in this game. There are some bowl games on at the same time. So
All-time classic,
flip over
Tony.
to those. I think the Rangers are playing. And speaking of the Rangers, let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here's Matthews. Scores! Hat-trick goal!
My goodness, this is a great shot.
Big hit on the far side by McCarr. He flattens Jordan Stahl. Oh, my goodness.
That's the gun right back. Terrified and robbed by Shesterkin. That's brilliance from Igor Shesterkin.
It's a breakaway to win it in overtime. McDavid scores! The winner in overtime!
All right, Tony. So Rangers not in action last night. You know, we only had the 5 games. Bruins 3-1 over the Devils. How the mighty have fallen with the Devils. I mean, this is a tough stretch.
I think they're like lost 6 in a row, maybe.
I mean, I would think it's
5
like
out of
10 out
last-
of 11.
Yeah, I think it is something along those lines. Pretty shameful.
Is
honestly,
is it the expectations being them down in your eyes?
Yeah, I think so. Again, like, I talked about this team last season too, young team. I think it's going to take some time maybe to adjust to the pressure, to the expectation of them being a playoff contending team here. But again, I think this Devils team has still done, a lot of good, even through this losing streak, I suppose. I mean, you could argue that, midway through the season, I think they kind of start to pick it up again and realized how to cope with that pressure maybe. But at this point, I think it's more mental than anything. So, I mean, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see, with that adversity square in the face, what's going to happen. Were you riled? Lightning win. Vasilevsky starts. I am in the process of pulling up daily face-off, but prospects pretty good for Brian Elliott's spot.
No, the back-to-back we talked about.
What do you mean?
Back-to-back?
Yeah, I'm saying Vasilevsky started last night.
Yeah.
So I'm saying prospects pretty good for Elliott. Elliott starting.
No, I'm telling you Vasilevsky starts again. Back-to-back.
When has he done that? He didn't do it this year. That was someone else.
I understand that, but we talked about it yesterday. I think he's going to start back-to-back. There's no way
they're listing unconfirmed, but come on, they're not.
For who? Elliott or?
No, for Vasilevsky, but it's early. I mean,
It's very early. What, you want to take a bet on it, dude? Bet you Country Cow. Country Cow. Vassy starts.
Done. Handled.
ATM.
Onions and peppers on the country cow. You can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
Gentleman Jack. Can we talk to Michael or Matthew about the upcoming Rangers game potentially?
No talks have been in the works yet.
What, January? Month of January.
The month of January. I mean, I don't see why it couldn't be done.
End of the month.
Yeah.
I'm ready, Tony. I'm ready. I'm ready for playoff hockey.
Playoff hockey. It's gonna wait 6 months.
No. But you know what I mean? I'm ready to like let's go. Like, let's get back into the championship conversation.
All right, 12 games in January. There's the ever elusive January 7th game at the Prudential Center, but we don't want to go to Jersey.
No. We're only MSG, and I'm away the 7th to the 14th, so it has to be post that.
January 19th.
19th.
Bruins at Rangers.
What time? I mean, what day of the week?
Thursday.
Thursday, what time? 7:30.
7. If not, we can try to do a Friday game, the 27th, against the Golden Knights.
Wow. Friday game is appealing.
Friday at 7 o'clock.
Why don't we float that one around?
Let's float that one around.
You can make a note.
It's a month away. Yeah,
I want to see pen to paper, Tony. Oh, pencil.
Pencil.
Where's the pen? So gonna be interesting to see if I really still think they're gonna go Elliott just because of the softness, the way that they handle these tenders these days, which would obviously bode pretty well. But either way, I mean, I know the Lightning have been playing well. Braden Point with 2 goals in that 4-1 victory last night. But I think it would bode well, to have Elliott out there. I think we'll handle them. And then, we saw Flames 3-2, over the Kraken, despite Grubauer stepping in for 41 saves, Jordan Eberle with 2 assists, but just not enough. And you had Kadri with a goal and assist. And then probably the surprise of the night. I mean, well, there was 2 surprises of the night. I guess the first one, I mean, you have to give credit. John Gibson playing like Patrick Waugh for the Anaheim, 49 saves, 3-2 over Vegas, which is very impressive. Tony Tight, that was his pick. And then how about Detroit down 4-0 after 1, shut out the Penguins the rest of the way, winning 5-4 in overtime. I know you had a nice chuckle about that one, Tony, because I feel like you're one to doubt the Pittsburgh Penguins like it's me with the New York Mets.
Yeah, basically. They're not going anywhere, dude. First round out.
I mean, convenient, easy, lazy take.
No, it's not, dude. They're old.
Just because they've done it before. No, but that's it. They've done it the last couple of years.
Well,
they're a year older.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't changed the team.
But I mean, we've seen teams with older guys and go on runs, so we can't say that it hasn't happened before.
You're not wrong.
I'm right.
No, stop.
I'm not just not wrong. I'm right.
We got a comment here. I wonder who it's from.
What do we got?
Michael. Losses build character.
It's kind of interesting. Michael's kind of quieted down on the Devil's front.
He really has, dude.
And listen, we didn't have anything to defend for a while, but nice stretch for the Rangers.
Chirping hard, against the Rangers, dude.
Very hard.
But then me and him, we watched that loss at the Garden,
and then
all downhill from there, Michael.
I just wanted to see too, but while I'm looking this up, I just wanted to see if Vassy's played a back-to-back. But let's assume, Tony, that he's going to draw the start.
Okay.
Versus Shesterkin. No, Halak or Deming from Hartford. How do you see this one playing out? Is this a tight game, a close game, like we've seen many times between these two teams?
Yeah, dude. I mean, unfortunately, Tampa Bay is a much different team from when we last played them.
Brian Elliott, by the way, 7-2 as a starter this year. That's a surprise. Isn't that crazy?
He's got a great team around him that scores.
But I mean, last year I feel like he was 4-12.
Yeah, maybe.
But continue on.
Dude, we just have to really shut down 2 players, and that would be, Kucherov and Stamkos. Realistically,
Point. 2 goals, isn't it?
Braden Point. I mean, if I had to choose one to kind of cover, it would be Kucherov. Braden Point, dangerous, yes. Rangers did a great job in shutting down Stamkos in the playoffs last season. So, I mean, unfortunately, there was just too much coming at them. It's time to, shut down Stamkos, shut down Kucherov, and he's, a big body, a hard skater to kind of stop. But I think if there's one thing that our team has been doing semi right, it's playing some defense recently. So, Calvin Miller has been doing great. Braden Schneider's been doing great. Obviously, we know about Adam Fox. We do really have some solid defenders on the ice, and I think it's going to be a real dogfight to score any goals here. So I think it's going to be low scoring. I think we can do it though. So, give me Rangers 2-1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1, dude.
And by the way, I was just doing some research. Take a guess how many times
Vasilevsky?
back to back. Take a guess.
3.
0.
Really? For the first one
Now
tonight?
you're having trepidation.
Michael says Tony hates me. LOL. Not true, Michael.
But
I hope you wear your Devil's hat today, Michael.
the only reason why I would say they would go against that potentially is just because they had the 8-day layoff before last night. I know they just played, obviously.
Yeah, but
that
honestly, the fact that Elliott's been doing well too kind of helps out Elliott to get the start. But I still don't think against a team like the Rangers, I was saying that there's playoff implications here. Like this could be a team you're seeing in the Eastern Conference Final at any stage of the playoffs here. You could be playing down the stretch of the season where it matters. Don't you want to know how you hold up against them? So,
well, and then you think Tampa, game in Tampa. Don actually last night, was able to take in the Canadiens Lightning game. Got there a day early, so I'm watching from the press box.
That's awesome.
But you would feel, big crowd there, like they always do, but maybe even a little bigger. Being that it's around New Year's, people aren't working. They want to give them a good product. So I know Elliott's 7-2, but I just feel like they might have given him good matchups. Like against the Rangers, I really think we would score 5 goals against Elliott. You don't think so? You have more confidence in us, Tony.
What?
No, I'm just saying. You're thinking we can't put 5 across Brian Elliott?
I mean, it's very possible. We can put 5 on anyone at any night, any given time. But, Brian Elliott, I mean, would you say 7-2?
7-2, but I think his goals
his stats,
against are over 3, same
Really?
percentage, hovering around 9.
Yeah, so I would imagine maybe Brian Elliott leans on his offense to kind of make up for his lack of saves here. So I don't know. I mean, I guess we could put up 5. We can put up 5 on Vasilevsky if we wanted to, dude.
In all honesty, would you rather Vasilevsky or Elliott today?
Elliott.
I just wasn't sure if it was like I want to beat the best. Let's just beat him.
Well, I do want to beat him, sure. But obviously you would kind of want to be I'd rather have Elliott.
7-2 though.
Good.
Odds are against this. And I'm just seeing here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can go 4s. Rangers are your first pick. I'm gonna stay with a New York team and go with the Islanders. I know it's been up and down, but they are facing Gaudreau and the Jackets tonight in Elmont. Minus 250 here. And the Jackets, I mean, come on. I mean, it is really bad for Columbus this year. Any chance they try to just get out of that Gaudreau deal at the deadline?
If they could, sure.
Who would be a taker? Rangers?
No.
Rangers you wouldn't take him for.
I don't think they would want that contract.
I would trade him straight up for Trocheck.
Really? No.
Really?
Let's look at the numbers. I would imagine
Trocheck has more goals, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But you don't think you really think Gaudreau is like gonna head in the wrong direction here?
Well, I just like Trocheck though. He's been doing really well for the Rangers and
sell high though.
Sell high?
Yeah, that's too high.
Gotta be more than just Gaudreau then, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, he did have a really good year, but I know it could have been a career year, like Kreider most likely.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna say this one not close. Do we have Sorokin confirmed, by the way?
Sorokin,
unconfirmed.
Everything's unconfirmed.
Ternasov across the ice there. But anyway, give me the Islanders 4-1. Brock Nelson with the hat trick.
Okay. My first pick, I was gonna go with Buffalo, but I don't know. It seems like
Comey's not getting the start.
Who?
Or
Comrie or Anderson. Yeah, it's gonna be
Trips.
Luukkonen, which is Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who is not having a great season.
4 goals against?
Almost, dude. 3.5, 891 save percentage. Craig Anderson, dude, has been killing it. The old man. But anyway, I guess I'll stay away from the Sabres for now. That's kind of tough though. Wow, dude. I guess give me the Maple Leafs. Oh, wait, they're in Arizona. No, enough. Give me the Maple Leafs here.
In Arizona.
In Arizona.
All right. Wait, is Ingram confirmed? No, Ingram started last game. It's gonna be.
So I would imagine it's gonna be. Where are we?
Where I
Connor Ingram unconfirmed.
Is he injured? We gotta look this up. This is our guy, Tony. I want Google right now. Screen share.
Melka, news. Screen share. 5 days ago makes game-winning saves in Coyotes victory over the Kings. So no.
Do you think this is just like wrong information?
Yeah, I just think that maybe like it's early. Daily facial people probably aren't even up yet.
Yeah.
But anyway, dude, Vejmelka or nah, it looks like Samsonov may be up to start here for the Maple Leafs, even if it's Samsonov or Murray.
Matt Murray,
dude. I just think Toronto, better offense, better defense, better goaltending, better team overall. I don't care where they're playing. You'll be playing in the pond in your backyard. Tampa Bay still wins this game. Toronto still wins this game. Give me the Maple Leafs here 4-1, dude.
Give me the Sharks. Minus 160 favorites. Finally getting some respect. We know all about Carlson and his 13 goals. Most of these, had for the Sharks.
Capo Kakinen confirmed in net.
You got Capo Kakinen, a distant relative of Capo Kakko.
Very distant.
In net for the Sharks. Sandstrom over Hart. That's a killer.
That's tough, dude.
Give me Carlson. 2 goals, 2 assists, 5-2 over the Flyers. I just Torts. Does he make it through the year?
No, dude.
Wow.
No. Unfortunately, it's sad to say, honestly.
It really is.
But you took the Islanders as your first pick, correct?
Yes.
Very interesting, dude. I'll keep this chugging along here. St. Louis Blues also heavily favorited here. Again, to pick over the Blackhawks, I feel like 8 times out of 10 it's going to be a victory here. So, give me St. Louis, who is the second time they're facing the Blackhawks. First time St. Louis won 5-2, and that was about a month ago. But obviously Chicago, having a horrible season, just got shut out against Carolina. The Rangers beat them recently, and then St. Louis, who is on a 3-game losing streak, bound to bounce back against the Blackhawks. Give me St. Louis, same score as Game 1, 5-2.
Wow, I really wasn't expecting that one.
Really?
No.
Wow.
So Tony goes with the Blues. I'm going to go Colorado.
Oh,
I know you think it's the danger zone, but I'm telling you, you watch. They're going to finish top 2 in the West by the end of the year. Gorgiev's good. Is he confirmed?
I don't think he was confirmed.
Unconfirmed though,
yeah.
but listed.
Yeah.
Okay, Phoenix Copley.
Copley's good.
Young Gun. New style there, Tony, with the pencil. Is it in the ear or
it's in the hat, dude?
In the hat.
You like that?
Yeah, interesting though, right?
Like that in that. Yeah, it's just
dude. But yeah, the Kings. Kings. I'm gonna guarantee you right now, no playoffs for the Kings.
Really?
I think
what?
Overhyped, overrated, older team.
You're old.
Just not seeing it. So I'm gonna say Colorado 5-1, and just reminding people we are still the beasts of the West. Last pick. What do you got? Gotta go.
I know. Gotta go. Give me.
You're taking Village Bagels.
No. Give me Buffalo. I know I was kind of teetering on Buffalo because Anderson, Luukkonen, Teterboro Airport, dude. It's gonna be a tough, I think, battle here for Buffalo. But at home, people in Buffalo have been talking to me, and they are getting riled for the Sabres. Okay, there's gonna be a big crowd here in Buffalo tonight.
Sorry, we should be nominated for the keys of the city to Buffalo. We're really hyping them up. Tourism is booming.
Honestly,
because
dude.
of us.
The downtown area is just overwhelmed.
Oh man, I can't wait for the downtown studios in Buffalo. Michael's ready for the road trip.
Yeah, dude. So give me Buffalo here.
Thompson?
Tage Thompson, we know. Kyle Acapulco, dude.
Acapulco?
Acapulco. I don't care who's in net. I think, Red Wings coming off the win from last night, but they're back-to-back tired. Did Husso started last night? No?
Did he? I saw that he was unconfirmed.
Let's double check real quick, dude. By the way, third time this teams are facing each other. Buffalo is 2-0, dude. But to win in Pittsburgh, overtime for Detroit last night. They're tired. Husso was in, and so was Hellberg. I guess Hellberg. Detroit. Husso pulled, I guess. After giving up 4 goals on 12 shot attempts. That's pretty interesting. I guess after the first period, they pulled Husso. So it's pretty interesting that on the back-to-back now, I would imagine they'll probably start Husso because he had the least amount of time played. Anyway, though, give me Buffalo. I would say 4-2.
Buffalo. Playoffs this year?
No, I don't know, man.
8 seed, Tony?
I mean, it's a tough conference, dude.
But you're telling me Bruins get the 1, Buffalo gets the 8. You couldn't possibly see an upset. Thompson averages 2 goals a game for the series. Allmark, big spot, not used to it. Buffalo playing loose.
Well, they have quite a few teams to battle with, right? For that 8th spot, you have the Islanders, you have Detroit, you have Florida, you have Ottawa. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a dogfight for that 8th spot. We'll see. Michael says Buffalo under snow. LOL. What are you talking about? Are you trying to tell me that people of Buffalo can't handle some snow, dude?
I think that's how they were born.
They eat that shit up, Michael.
Last pick.
Michael's afraid of a little snow.
Last pick going with the Panthers. Terrible year
Coastal
this year. But Canadiens, I would have taken them, but on a back-to-back. And Panthers guarantee finish top 5 in the East. I know it's been rough, chuck and all, but they're going to be all right, Tony. So I'm going to say 5-2. Flashing back.
Good call.
To last year.
Love it.
But let's go quickly, Tony, to the world of Major League Baseball.
2-2, he got him swinging. A back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray.
There's damage right there. Shohei, way, sayonara. Where did that land?
Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
All right. So the hot stove, Tony, has cooled off just a little bit. You can put your hand on the burner at this point. Really, the big news of yesterday, nothing crazy, but Gene Segura, the former shortstop for the Phillies, 2 years, $17 million to the Marlins, their first free agent signing of the offseason.
Like it.
Caught you by surprise a little bit?
I mean, I guess
younger team,
so.
veteran player, decent salary for the Marlins.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of like Segura.
Good leader.
Yeah, a good leader, but I suppose Trey Turner in a short.
Yeah.
Well, is
he
Alec
could play
Bohm,
second.
Is Bohm there third base?
I think so. He's not really good, right?
No, I think he's decent.
He's okay.
He's okay.
Any chance, we know the pitching, maybe too, they're thinking we sign Segura to play short, trade Pablo Torres for Gleyber Torres. No, Pablo Lopez for Gleyber Torres. Maybe that's the thought. I mean, with some good pitching, we know about Alcantara. Any chance we could have a relatively competitive year for the Marlins?
I mean, define relatively competitive.
In the wild card race?
Yeah, I think so.
Pitching,
Sandy has another good year.
I obviously didn't watch a lot of the Mets games last year. I mean, were there some tight battles there, or did the Mets kind of?
Yeah, there were. I think there was some losses for the Mets last season as well.
Potentially could have resulted in them not winning the division.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
it's a shame because it just aesthetically, nice ballpark there, but 7,000 a night.
Oh,
Any way to
really?
fix that? Like, what do we do here? Marketing? I mean, what is it?
I mean, it must be marketing, right? I mean, you're in Miami, are you
But I
not?
guess it's in they said the little Havana section of Miami, tough to get to.
Define tough to get to.
I guess traffic.
Is it on top of a mountain?
Bad part of Miami, supposedly.
Oh,
That's
really?
just what I'm hearing. Yeah. But I think Florida sports fans, other than the Lightning, weak,
Mhm.
heat, fair weather. Miami
bullshit.
Dolphins, fair weather.
Yeah, it's bogus, dude.
Is it really as simple as the beach being nearby?
I guess. I mean, I guess people maybe, but again, I mean, baseball's like a spring, like a warm weather sport here.
Indoor
like-
stadium, though. Or actually, it's retractable.
Yeah,
But the
it's-
roof's like never open.
Why is humidity?
Yeah, but see, that's ridiculous. It's like, so why didn't you just get a fixed stadium then?
Yeah.
If you're gonna open, I literally think they open it like 5 times a year. They have 81 home games.
Wow,
Waste.
that is kind of a waste.
Because it was me. I think anytime the temperature's even in the 70s, why wouldn't you just open it? It's
Yeah,
like not
little
that
light breeze,
crazy.
dude. Yeah, dude. The fuck.
America is soft these days.
New ownership. That's what they need.
Yeah, that definitely is true.
I'd own the team.
Any thoughts on the Yankees the other day had designated Licky for assignment. They get a trade partner in the Braves, getting minor league infielder Caleb Durbin and right-handed pitcher Indigo Diaz. That Braves bullpen pretty deep.
Yeah, that is for sure, dude. What is the scouting report on Indigo?
So let's see. Indigo, strong 2022 campaign for Double-A Mississippi. 3.62 ERA, 63 strikeouts over 49 2/3 innings. NBC Sports Edge calls the 24-year-old righty a lottery ticket for the Yankees. So maybe Matt Blake working his magic. And then Caleb Durbin, a 14th round selection by the Braves in 2021. Hit 241 last year, 8 homers, 31 steals, 22 years old. So some depth. So I guess, when you designate a guy for assignment, you don't even know if you're going to get a trade partner. So they got somebody back, but I know they had some roster decisions to make, but I don't know. I think Licky will have a pretty nice season for the Braves.
Yeah, I think so too. Dude, good for the Braves, I guess.
Are you going to be tight?
Yeah.
If he's coming in late, striking out a couple of lefties.
Yeah, dude. Mets should have picked him up.
Could see it. How have we not had any movement on Correa?
Still the holiday season, I suppose, dude, huh?
Is Boris public enemy number 1 for you?
I mean, I guess, dude. It's just like
selfish.
Yeah.
Just wants as much as that agent's fee as possible.
And it's just like, dude, like you fucking like Correa is obviously having some issues, dude. Like, figure it out.
But
just take a deal.
I just don't know how this ends.
Neither do I. It's such a toss up, and it's kind of pissing me off now.
You know what I forgot to mention that did come out yesterday, and I'm glad I checked ESPN as backup here. Corey Kluber staying in the AL East, 3rd consecutive season, 1 year, $10 million, Boston Red Sox. So another aging, decent salary. What do you make about Kluber joining the Sox?
I think he's gonna get absolutely popped.
Really?
Yeah.
10-10 last year. ERA, I think, was like 4.2.
Yeah, Robbie Ray.
How about this? Fastball velocity last year, 43rd out of 45 qualified starters in velocity.
That's not good.
So it was a 4.34. So, I mean, you're looking at a rotation. If he's healthy, Chris Sale, Nick Pivetta, Garrett Whitlock, Tanner Houck, Brian Bayo. Sale bounce back?
Brian bounce back?
So you're more on Bayo.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the youth working with Pedro Martinez this past offseason, possibly. I mean, I know I was kind of riding him hard a little bit last season because he was
till it hurts.
Yeah, he was riding him hard till it hurts, dude. So it's just because he was a new pitcher, came from the minors. They threw him in the fire. It was Boston. They were desperate for anything. And he was just giving up like fucking 6 runs a night, it seemed. But I think, off season, settle down, work on it. Chris Sale, fucking ship has sailed.
one of the more dominant pitchers. You know, they get the title in 18, but hasn't done much since.
Yeah, dude.
I just wanted to see too Bayo.
Ben?
I just wanted to see if he had a storied minor league career.
I don't think so, dude.
2021, 10-4, 129 strikeouts, 96 innings. So like pretty decent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, dude.
If you had to say,
Mhm.
team last year didn't make the playoffs, they're gonna make it this year. All of Major League Baseball. Who is it?
So your question is a team that did not make the playoffs
Last season,
that would make it
based on some offseason improvement, the the younger guys maturing a little bit.
Oof. I guess Miami does come to mind, but I don't know, man. White Sox?
Interesting. Did they bring anybody in?
No.
They lost Abreu.
I just think, Abreu, I think deserved to get him out of. Where did he go, by the way? Minnesota? Houston. Astros. That's right.
I don't think he's gonna be good though. He's old.
No, he's not. He's washed.
No power.
He had a really good season for his age, like 2-3 years ago, and then after that, like it wasn't.
You
really.
kind of just went downhill.
But I just think some change of management. Cycle some players around. I understand Abreu was well liked there, but I still think they have a lot of young talent. Tim Anderson. There's another guy whose name I'm forgetting.
Eloy Jimenez. And there's another guy. Luis
Roberts, dude. I think that they could be really good. They should have been 2 years ago. Again, they were making a push for the playoffs when it was Abreu's last good year, basically. But obviously, Tony, management issues. So I just think that the whole clubhouse mentality has been kind of on the shits this year, on the up and up. Chicago, having a good time.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm kind of torn between. I was almost there, Tony. I was almost there.
God. You going down?
Yeah. Give me 1 second just to wrap up this point.
If I had to guess who Brian was going to say, I feel like it's definitely be someone in the AL.
Mm-hmm.
I look at, think of the teams who's in the AL. I think of Baltimore, but then there's also the Rangers too. So I don't know. I would honestly say Brian may pick Texas.
So that I was split between them and the Angels. But I think Texas obviously has had a better offseason. So I'm gonna go with Texas. They're gonna figure it out. Bruce Bochy, you have to respect the World Series titles, the fourth appearance with the Padres. I see that happening. Yeah,
honestly, I can see that too. I think, honestly, unfortunately, though, the Angels, I just don't think there's going to be a spot for them.
And it's funny. You talk about the White Sox. How about this? Give me a guess here. How many players last year for the White Sox hit 20 home runs?
2.
0.
Really?
Andrew Vaughn led the way with 17. How pathetic is that?
That is very pathetic. Big bounce back here, dude.
But I guess, Jimenez missed time, Garcia missed time, Anderson missed time, Moncada really.
Oh, Johan.
So highly touted. The Red Sox snatched him from the Yankees. I don't know if you remember this. Me and Matt were tight at the time. Red Sox, the Yankees bought out a whole hotel where he was staying. Red Sox
my God.
stayed across the street and ended up signing him and then trading him for sale. So I just thought that was kind of funny.
That's pretty funny. I guess it kind of worked out for the Red Sox, huh?
Yeah. And then I don't know why I see this, Tony. The last point I just wanted to make here, baseball, before we get our guest pick for the bowl game I'm going to be at today. I just have this feeling if Christian Yelich could find a way out of Milwaukee, that he could be good somewhere. I just feel like he just needs a change of scenery. Getting a good lineup. I just feel like at this point, too much is they need him to do more, and he's not. And there's a lot of pressure. I don't know. I just have a tough time. I saw how good he was for those couple of years. I have a tough time believing he's completely cooked.
I feel like Milwaukee has solid
pieces
around him.
Give me a name.
Do they have Adonis in there?
Who?
Adames? No.
Willie
Willie
Adames.
Adames.
I don't know why I was thinking like Adolis Garcia. Didn't make the playoffs last year. You have some good pitching in terms of Woodruff and Burns. Should they, see, I think they need general talent. I mean, would it not make sense to get 8 players for Corbin Burns?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, you could
Burns,
get your pick of the litter in terms
Mhm.
of minor league systems.
What's Yelich's contract like?
It's crazy, but it's not that crazy. Like, I think he's gonna make between $20-25 million for like the next 6 years, 5 years. Wow. But at the time, I don't know if you remember, it was way undervalued.
Yeah.
He really screwed himself because
did.
he had an extra $150 million on the table,
Yeah.
but then he just imploded. So speaking to the weakness of the Brewers last year, so Yelich, who slugged .383 despite playing 154 games, hit 14 home runs, led the team with a .252 average.
Oof.
Willie Adames, 31 home runs. Rowdy Tellez,
Oh, that's right. Rowdy,
35,
dude.
but they both hit .238, .219
Yeah.
respectively. Also, Hunter Renfroe, who went to the Angels, I think.
Sounds about right.
29 home runs last year. Also, they had Andrew McCutcheon, who hit .237. Renfroe is on the Angels. Wait, Renfroe, anything there or no?
On like talent?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I mean, probably a good pickup for the Angels.
Yeah. Just to give him another bat, but
I mean, 255 batting average, slugged 492, 424 at bats, 32 RBIs, 1 stolen base, 29 home runs. 29 home runs is nice.
yeah, he has pop. Definitely has
does.
pop. So, I don't know. But you're convinced Yelich cooked or no?
I mean, I just maybe change of scenery, maybe, but I mean, like, I don't know, dude. I still don't think he'll do that well.
They won't do it. It would probably come back to bite, but I would trade Hicks and Donaldson for Yelich.
Oh, I would do that too. How would that come back to bite?
Well, just because of the length of the contract, we need like Mark DeRosa to give us a full breakdown of Yelich's struggles. I feel like you'd be perfect. You tell us everything we need to know. I would
love Mark DeRosa.
I'm guessing it's a combination plate discipline and bat speed. I mean, what else would it be?
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like he has kind of a weird batting stance. If I'm remember correctly. He doesn't really have a fast bat, I thought, like ever.
And the last 3 years, his slugging percentage hasn't been above 430. In the 2 years prior, 671, 598. Hit 80 home runs, 2018, 2019. From 2020 to 2022, he has 35 home runs. He hit 80 in the previous 2 seasons.
So tough, dude.
Contract wise, where was this? I was just looking this up before. Or is this not the overview? Let's see here. So he's signed through 2028. 9 years, $215 million.
Option for 29.
Oh, okay. So 26 mil a season. So that's that's a lot of Christian Yelich. 6 seasons.
Wow, dude. He's not
Mets.
He's really not getting paid that much.
Mets, porch in.
Could use an outfielder.
You would do it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I feel you'd be concerned. You were like, what? Is there any world that we live in that he hits 40 home runs one time?
Yeah.
Wow, I want to see
dude.
this. I swear, like he was like one of I loved watching him.
Dude, me too. Remember that there was, I forget what year it was, but it was him and Bellinger like in the race for the MVP, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure that was
2016, 2017.
I want to say it was 2019.
Really? Was that?
Because
That feels so long ago.
Because 2017 he was still with Miami.
Oh yeah. He was definitely on Milwaukee. So
So-
it must have been either 2018, 2019.
It'll be interesting to see if anything, happens there. But what would you say within a week? Correa resolution or no? New Year's resolution?
Yes, absolutely. After New Year's has to be like the first thing that happens after New Year's, like January 3rd.
All right.
Bang.
All right. So the last order of business, Tony. I know
What do you
you're
got, dude?
dying for breakfast. Are you hungry?
Comments?
Yeah, go comments.
I think a new guy here. Jade Zodiac says, is this a safe space for Cowboys fans, or should I dip?
Very safe space. I'm a Jets fan.
Yeah.
Tony is kind of more a broader fan. He kind of says Giants, but he's not your Giants fan. Oh, the Cowboys. He's not like that.
I mean, I'm rooting for the Cowboys tonight.
Yeah. I feel like you almost like the Cowboys better than Giants.
Stop it, dude. Stop it.
No, but honestly, I've always enjoyed watching the Cowboys just because, like, especially this year. I mean, there's a lot to like aesthetically.
Mhm.
Great running game, great defense. CeeDee Lamb is exciting. Tony Pollard. I know you got to be a big Tony Pollard fan.
Oh yeah, dude.
And it's gonna be interesting to see what are they gonna do this offseason. Is it
Yeah.
a Zeke cut? Is it a restructure? Is it a Pollard extension? If we lose, it's because we did it to ourselves. Very true.
Yeah, you're your own worst enemy. I mean, Dak is struggling with the interceptions and stuff like that, making mistakes, shooting yourself in the foot. But I honestly think tonight, no Derrick Henry. Come on, dude.
I mean,
Tannehill.
I know Minshew was playing, but they did just beat the Eagles. They might have to play them second round of the playoffs if they
Right.
beat Tampa. I mean, I think this is, as good of a shot as they've had. And he goes, but Tony Pollard, though.
Oh,
If you roll back the tape, how many times we've talked about the burst, the pop out of Tony Pollard? Tony, I feel like, did you slip something in my coffee?
yeah. A lot of focus there, dude. Interesting.
But yeah, Cowboys are solid. Cut Zeke, save 90 million.
Wow.
I mean,
dude,
not
love
a
it.
terrible idea. He's good from the goal line, but he's averaging I think his yards per carry are actually over 4, but seems like he doesn't have the burst. But yeah, I would agree with you there. Give Tony Pollard what he wants. I think he could be a star in this league. So, but tonight we called it. I mean, complete blowout. I actually don't even think I gave a score, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be 50-7. I honestly, it's just no Henry, Malik Willis. Titans are thinking about the game next week against Jacksonville. Tony's thinking about the cameras right now.
I know. I'm like, fuck, man.
Pollard does all the work. Just
for them to let Zeke walk into the end zone. It's very true. Very true.
But yeah, tonight a laugher. You're better off watching college football or the New York Rangers.
Oh, stop it, dude.
Anyway, Tony, I wanted to get to. I know we don't usually. Well, let's see. The Tampa game scares me. Brady always shows up against the Cowboys. The thing is, though, I've seen with Brady, my whole thing, and I know Tony agrees with me on this, is yes, he's had the drives against the Saints, against the Cardinals, the comebacks, the drives, whatever you want to say. But against the good teams, I mean, the Niners game. I mean, are you kidding? I just don't. Right? I mean. I know you think, Dallas and everything, like, their history in the playoffs, but I just don't see a world where they can beat the Cowboys with that defense.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
Can't do it. So I wouldn't worry about that. Worry about the Eagles game, which I would feel actually okay about that, just because you already beat them. Jalen Hurts is banged up, and they don't have an extensive playoff history with him at quarterback as well.
Mhm.
Could be an opportunity for the Cowboys if they got so lucky to play Minnesota. That would be a great matchup as well. The Niners, though, if there's a rematch of last year, then the Minnesota blowout game. And speaking of Minnesota, so they've beat every team
In the NFC.
that always bodes well. That's not going to hurt. But speaking of Minnesota, University of Minnesota playing the Syracuse Orange. I will be there. ESPN. 2:00, Minnesota 10.5-point favorites.
All-time
here.
classic.
Riding the coattails of Imbrium, the running back, 19
Very good
touchdowns, 1594 on the ground this year. So very potent ground attack. I mean, Tucker for Syracuse has over 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns as well.
Ooh. Jay's from Syracuse says go Orange.
Wow. So interesting, you would think, there would be a crowd of orange at Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
The in-state university, but
Looks like City Field.
I'm just kind of curious your thoughts here, Tony. I mean, Syracuse, 7-5 this year in the ACC. 10.5-point dogs. Minnesota obviously playing in the tougher Big Ten at 8-4. The big running game. What's your forecast here? I mean, we're going with a spread here. I know what you're going to say, but say it.
I mean, I'm going to take Minnesota.
Really?
Yeah.
That actually really does surprise me.
You're taking the Cuse, right?
Give me the 10.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take Minnesota here. Honestly, Syracuse. No offense to Jade, but I knew some people who went to Syracuse. Pompous people.
I don't know, the way you said that, it was like you were like in like an Austin Powers movie or something.
Austin Powers, Brian, come on, dude. And I just think
10.5.
You know, I just think maybe Syracuse coming over here.
This is an official pick, by the way, Tony. So I'm holding you to it.
Yeah, coming down here from Syracuse. You know, not really knowing what the city is like.
Tony with his New York critique.
You know, dude. And then of course, you know, I think travel is gonna be fine. Minnesota is used to the cold, obviously.
Not even be that cold today for them.
It's not even that cold today for them. They're gonna be running around naked on the field pregame. Like who did that? The Seahawks. So give me Minnesota here. Blowout. Okay, they're beat. I don't know. Give me like 34-21, maybe, which isn't that much of a blowout.
Syracuse 21, Minnesota 18. Game-winning field goal, 47 yards. Is there anything, Tony, that I enjoy more than a game-winning field goal?
No, there's nothing more. Jade says Orange 10.5. He says, bro, Syracuse and Buffalo snowed in. Don't give me the cold talk. I was just saying that Minnesota isn't going to be affected by the cold.
He's just very sensitive with New York, coming from Staten Island. You know, thinks it's a separate country out there. So.
It basically is, dude.
Oh my god! But yeah, I'm pumped for this game. I feel like there's going to be a bowl game at Citi Field in the near future. I could see it.
Hell yeah!
Would you go?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Jade says set down isn't New York. I said it, dude.
Coming in hot. Is this a burner? Is this Jay's burner?
Is this Jay? Is this Jay's burner, dude? Well, let's be real here. I mean, it is part of New York. It's part of not only New York, but New York City, which is, you know, anyone ever thinks of when they think of New York. They think of the city, not of Syracuse or Albany or Buffalo or Rome, New York. Or whatever, dude. Thank you, Jade. Don't forget to subscribe, Downtown TV on YouTube, buddy.
Yeah, you really appreciate it.
Fellow New Yorker, dude.
Finally New Yorker.
Get these stupid Connecticut people out of here.
And before we put Tony out of his misery, one thing else that I just wanted to mention.
Thanks, Jade.
Is UConn basketball last night. Big win over Villanova. Number 2 in the country, Tony. I think it was like a 6-point win. They're undefeated. I believe it's 14-0. We had a sold-out XL Center last night. The hype is there. And the play on the court. I mean, it's just they've really had a strong season. I just wanted to give them a shout out. It's been a while, you know, since they've been you know, a top of the college basketball world. And, you know, Dan Hurley, big year for him as well. You know, a lot of pressure, but to be 14-0, 3-0 in Big East play, that's impressive. And a sellout too. I mean, there's nothing like the fans for UConn basketball.
Yeah. Whether
it's XL Center, whether it's Gamble. So I'm really excited. You're going to start to get into it towards tournament time. I could see it.
Yeah, I guess so, dude. Are we going to go?
Yeah.
We should go. Jade says, what happened to Villanova? The Huskies played well.
Yeah, Villanova. I mean, with Kyle Neptune, you know, coming back into the fold from Fordham after the Jay Wright retirement. I think it's just a tough transition year. So they're not as strong as usual. So, you know, it was 74-66, which I think UConn was like 12-point favorites in this one. So, you know, a little closer than anticipated. But some big matchups on the horizon. So New Year's Eve, they are at Xavier, 12 o'clock, body clock game. And then the 4th, which I believe is this coming Wednesday, at Providence College, a college that I am very familiar with. Providence having a decent season in their own right, 2-0 in conference, 10-3 in the Big East. What a treat it would be to see the two, you know, original Big East teams squaring off. You know, whether it's, you know, that game, the Big East Tournament Championship. Do the Huskies go undefeated into March Madness I mean, I look at this conference. I mean, the Providence, Ed Cooley, Tony knows him from Fairfield, well coached. I think that would be the only avenue. Is an upset. The thing is, though, they're hot right now. Xavier is ranked, but I do think they are better than them. So I just feel like that would be the upset is Providence, just because of the strong program that he runs. Other than that, I mean, I don't think Creighton's beating them. Marquette, St. John, Seton Hall, Butler, Xavier. I don't know. I mean, they're conference the rest of the way. So I almost want to say yeah. Almost want to say yeah. Tony, go.
Yeah,
don't look it up.
Absolutely, do it. Yep, they're going all the way.
What makes you tight about UConn though?
I'm not tight about UConn.
No, but you're like, yeah, I guess.
I think it was that fucking kid who wanted the buffalo mac and cheese.
I'm not following.
You don't remember that video?
What video?
This was maybe like 2017, 2016, maybe.
Okay.
Kid at UConn cafeteria. I guess like they didn't have buffalo mac and cheese.
Yep.
And he fucking flipped a shit, dude. It was like yelling at the security officer. I think it got physical too. And this kid got thrown out of the university. It was a huge thing on social media, dude.
Why?
Can't believe you didn't see it.
Yeah, but I'm not really like a big video person.
What does that even
besides
mean,
our
dude?
videos? Our videos are the best.
Yeah.
Maybe some sports highlights. But that's about it. Anyway,
I'm not like and UConn's cool. I've never been there. I'd like to go there to check it out though.
That's interesting. You haven't been there. Yeah, we should go to a game on campus at Gamble. That'd
Let's
be
go to like a party afterwards on campus.
Yeah.
UConn party.
And then
Pretty good?
me and Matthew could have a nostalgic walk around Eastern while we're up there.
That was the Eastern parties, dude.
We went to UConn a lot, Tony. Come on, let's be real here.
That's pretty dope. Did they like that? I feel like if I was UConn and I'm like, well, who the fuck's from Eastern?
Tony, it's all situational by the individual.
Yeah,
Plus, we knew a lot of people from high school and stuff.
Oh,
so.
I went to UConn. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's
yeah,
good. Because sometimes, Fairfield kids would roll around the Sacred Heart parties. It's like, what are you doing here, dude?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I definitely hear you.
And the Fairfield kids, I mean, 9 times out of 10 are not really that enjoyable.
I think I was just thinking this because you were talking about a game. We were thinking like roughly, we're thinking the 27th. Was that what the date we had?
January 27th. Yes.
Okay, and that's
Friday.
against the Knights.
The Golden Knights, Brian.
No, but can you convince Michael? Because I know he's 50-50 on this.
I think he's more likely to listen to you than me.
No, but come on, especially if Matt's in. I know he'll be riled. I just want to get him on board, engaged. Go Canucks.
Yeah. I guess Jade here is a Canucks fan. Syracuse, I guess, close to Canada, although probably closer to Toronto.
Yeah, Vancouver's on the West Coast, Tony.
All right, so what do you want from me? I'm just saying.
I think we're closer to Vancouver. I mean, no, but come on. I'm from Canada originally.
Oh,
a Canadian for Tony here.
Vancouver, let's go. My grandmother was from Newfoundland.
But
married an American. Wow, very interesting. Dude.
I feel like we who are they playing tonight? The Jets? Is it the Jets?
Who?
The Canucks.
Oh, is it a Canadian matchup?
I'm gonna just look it up.
I don't think so, dude. Actually, maybe you're right.
But it is so refreshing. You know what I mean? We get so much input from Buffer, over the years. To have someone this is engagement, Tony. This is what it's all about.
Winnipeg, yeah. They are playing Winnipeg. Winnipeg's been pretty good, dude. Connor Hellebuyck, dude.
Canucks, though, surprisingly strong year. 16 and 15.
JT Miller?
Jets won 5-1 last time. JT Miller, I haven't seen anything from him. Is he playing?
I don't even know, dude.
He is playing.
Quinn Hughes,
13 goals.
Solid. Elias Peterson, 42 points, dude. I mean, I guess it's kind of about time.
26 goals for Horvat, though.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Gotta watch out for
I think we should shop Horvat at the deadline. See, that's forward thinking, Tony. I'm always, of that mindset. If you're not, if you're not going to win a championship and you have good value, get the value, develop the people. Hockey is just a little frustrating because of how long the prospects. And I understand physical games just like the NFL, but they don't need to draw it out as long as they do. I mean, it shouldn't be 7 years to get to the NHL.
No, I think
he says amen. I mean, really, right? I mean,
yeah.
This is what it's all about, Tony. No,
amen.
Amen. So as we approach the 90-minute mark, Tony, other than a big episode coming up, I believe.
Oh, yes. Sorry. So this episode coming up on Screen Time, 10 o'clock, by the way.
Should we just go right into it?
Honestly, you might as well just go right into it. I'm gonna get some breakfast first, I think. But Manny, what the
You got some time to fix the camera.
Honestly,
So Manny coming in.
Manny coming in, 10 o'clock. Year in review video, dude. Let's go. Our favorite, our top, best, whatever you want to call it, movies and shows of 2022. We'll be running down some best action, most underrated film, most underwhelming film, possibly more importantly. And then of course, just our best takes on everything cinema and television from this year.
Nice. So definitely stay tuned for that. Screen Time, 10 o'clock. Definitely be there for that.
Hell yeah, brother.
Twice a week, right? Twice a week.
Twice a week. Obviously, holiday week, little offshoot here.
But normally
Tuesday and Friday, dude.
And who is Brizgalov? Who is that?
Again, I've never been Ilya Brizgalov.
Did he play for the Canucks?
No. He played for. He was a goaltender, signed with the Flyers.
Okay.
But then was an absolute bust. I believe was over for Anaheim, maybe even Arizona for a little bit.
Okay.
But I think that he doesn't. I don't even think he plays anymore. I'm pretty sure he doesn't play anymore, and they still pay his. He's like a Rick DiPietro almost. Where
Rick's
still,
a good guy.
Rick's a good guy. This guy, he's still getting paid and everything. Like it's pretty crazy. Flyers cut him, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy, dude.
And then I was gonna ask you. I know it seemed like he was saying yes, but then he was saying no. Is Jay back Friday or is he?
Jay's coming home, I think, tonight. But I mean, he said tonight, but it's who the hell knows.
So he's questionable for his Friday appearance tomorrow.
Yeah, very questionable, dude. Well, there's no Screen Time tomorrow. It's today instead.
No. But
for sports port.
I think he had originally said yes.
Honestly, I would think very questionable. He's still home in Jersey.
Wrong side of questionable.
Yeah, wrong side of questionable.
Put him on the IR. Jay's on the IR.
He's on the IR, dude.
But either way, we know we'll be here, and we know everybody's looking forward to Screen Time at 10. So definitely check that out. But once again, really appreciate everybody tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. Checking out the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee in costume, as well as the merch, downtimetv.com. Everybody enjoy the day. Enjoy the games. Enjoy Screen Time. You'll hear from me at Yankee Stadium, and we will see you mañana.
Go Rangers.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.